This is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast, a replay of today's full show.
It's Josh and Chantel, and it's Monday, October 14th. Today on the show, the Moflin is going to make someone very rich. Apparently, paper money isn't real money.
Yeah, what's the deal with girl math and paper money? It makes no sense still.
Don't worry about it. My algorithm is full of babies making little baby noises.
You love it?
I do.
I'm glad that's your fixation and not something terribly worse.
Why would it be? Whatever. It was a yo-yo dinner last night, and we returned to our college roots. Our friends are homesteading in the future.
Yeah, now this is where they've got their own chickens and they grow their own veggies and stuff and fruits, and they make all this delicious homemade stuff, and they recycle and they do all of these things, and I feel bad about it.
I know.
But also, they have an indoor farm.
I know.
What is going on?
They're amazing. I visited Fear Factory in Salt Lake City. It's way too easy to spend 2 hours in IKEA.
But we get into some nice little hacks to save you some time so you don't fall victim.
We saw a scary play. It was spooky.
It wasn't super scary.
The house is decorated for Halloween.
That's super scary.
I have the rest of the day off.
Good for you.
That's totally fair.
It's not, but okay.
Josh took forever to order breakfast.
Whatever.
And we didn't make the bed this morning, thankfully.
Thank you for checking out the show. You can hear it live every weekday morning on Classy 97 and on the free Classy 97 app. You can download that in your app store. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. I'm Josh.
I'm Chantel.
Hey, nice to meet you. We hope you subscribe wherever you listen and rate the show because that helps us grow. And we are now on YouTube. So if you want to see some of what goes on behind the scenes in the studio, or you want to see some of our silly life outside of the studio, search for Classy 97 KLCE and subscribe today.
On with today's show.
Woohoo! Hi. Hey. Hi. Hey.
And we're back.
Hey. And we're back. Hey, good morning.
Hey.
It is Josh and Chantel. It is Monday. It is the 14th of October. We're almost halfway through the month. Halloween's right around the corner.
Oh, we got some things to finish up for our costumes.
I know. I've got two parts of mine. I haven't seen any part of yours yet.
I know.
Oh, no, that's not true.
I have my outfit.
Yeah, you got that. Well, part of it anyway.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man,
what?
it's a Monday.
Yeah, it is.
Today, by the way, is Canadian Thanksgiving.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
What does that mean for Canadians?
Well, it's their Thanksgiving.
I know, but what is it?
The time for Canada to say, hey, thanks, be grateful, all the typical things. They started this holiday in 1957.
Thank you. I was waiting for some history on it.
Were you?
Yes.
Okay. Canadian Thanksgiving is a chance for people to give thanks for the fortunes in the past year, including a good harvest. And I don't know if they do the same things as American Thanksgiving, like turkey and all that stuff.
But we typically celebrate because the Mayflower landed.
I don't know. Did it?
I don't know.
I don't know the timing of anything.
But do they celebrate their Thanksgiving because somebody washed ashore on their land?
I don't know. A lot of people have the day off of work for Canadian Thanksgiving, giving them a 3-day weekend.
Hey.
Which they do it on a Monday instead of a Thursday. Smart. They try to typically have family and friends in their hometowns and stuff to visit, that kind of stuff. They will traditionally roast a turkey as well as seasonal produce, things like pecan nuts, ears of corn, and pumpkin. So they, fall harvest stuff.
Yeah.
Makes sense. A lot of people think about the U.S. when they hear the word Thanksgiving. And so here's a few things that they have different. The U.S., Black Friday, huge retail sales event. That's typically coupled with Thanksgiving. The Canadian equivalent is Boxing Day, which is what they do similar to England. And this happens 2 months after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So they do this more toward Christmas time. Let's see. Parades and football are smaller affairs in Canada, but you can expect to see football marathons to occur during the day.
Football marathons?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Okay, what else is today?
Okay, sure.
Let's move on.
Let's move past Canadian Thanksgiving. It's Indigenous Peoples Day.
It is.
Yeah.
A lot of places have today off.
Not here, though.
Not the radio station.
No, we're here. Good morning.
Good morning.
We are in the studio. We are honoring Native American people throughout the United States on Indigenous Peoples Day. It was first officially celebrated in the U.S. in 2021 when U.S. President Joe Biden became the first president to formally recognize the day. However, the idea goes back much further. In 1977, the United Nations in Geneva, Switzerland, sponsored the International Conference of Discrimination Against Indigenous Populations in the Americas. And so this has been ongoing conversation that should be in place. And now today, Indigenous Peoples Day. All right. What else is going on? It's Kick Butt Day.
Hey.
Yep. So just get after it, I guess. International E-Waste Day. We were talking about this a little bit over the weekend. The carbon footprint alone, the amount of data that people have is just wild. But then you also have old electronics, old cell phones, old MP3 players, old whatever.
Yep, old cell phones,
TVs, big VCRs, like all that stuff. It creates a ton of 50 million tons, actually, or more of waste a year. So we need to work on recycling that stuff.
Yeah.
I love you day.
Aw.
Express the affections. It's Be Bald and Be Free Day.
Hey, Josh.
Stop hiding under wigs and comb-overs and toupees, which I don't.
And hats.
It doesn't say that. It just says just be bald and free.
Just be bald and free, Josh.
Yeah, show off your shiny dome. Don't be ashamed of your low-maintenance hairstyle. That's what it says.
Bald and free.
Mm-hmm.
Do it today, Josh.
I just wear my hat like usual, I think. It is Real Sugar Day, natural sweeteners, not artificial sweeteners, real sugar.
Okay.
And National Desserts Day.
Ooh.
So, got to have a dessert tonight, sounds like.
Yes.
It's important. I think that's
Okay.
I think that's what's going on today. You good with all that?
That's a lot of stuff. Here we go. Happy Monday.
All right. Good morning.
Do you want another pet?
Not particularly.
This one is an AI pet, though.
How's that work? Tamagotchi style?
You do not act excited.
I just don't understand.
It is Tamagotchi style. Yes, it is. It's called a Moflin.
A Moflin.
Yeah, Moflin.
Okay.
And it develops its own personality depending on how you interact with it.
Oh, no.
They go on sale in Japan next month for about $400. And it's being marketed as a mental health companion, not a toy.
All right. 100%. This thing.
Yes.
Is going to be a massive, massive gift. People everywhere are going to want this thing.
Have you seen a picture of it?
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
So, yes, people are going to want it as a toy.
It looks
even though
like,
they say.
it kind of looks like a chinchilla in a way.
Yeah.
It's like guinea pig size.
A guinea pig, yeah.
And soft. It looks like it's made out of the softest blankets.
I know.
Like it's very, very soft and cuddly and cute. It looks like it has one eye. I can't see two.
It's got two eyes.
Does
it doesn't run, jump, or even move around much. They just sort of kind of squirm in place.
Okay.
But it looks pretty lifelike when they do squirm around, and it's supposed to simulate a pet snuggling with you.
Mm-hmm.
Just like nuzzling into you. Nuzzle, 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 nuzzle. You know.
Moflin.
You know how they do.
Oh, man.
They're pretty adorable. It's unclear when they're going to go on sale in the U.S.
They're going to sell out in minutes. When they do go on sale, they will sell out in minutes. How much are they selling this thing
$400.
for? $400?
For an extra $44 a year, you can also get a subscription service called Club Moflin, and it comes with discounts on repairs and cleanings, or even a full fur replacement when needed.
$400. You've got to be kidding me.
Look how adorable it is.
All right, it arrives in an egg.
Oh, no. Like a Hatchimal.
Kinda, except it doesn't get itself out of the egg. You have to do it.
If you get this and you have a real pet at your house,
Yeah.
it's going to be ripped into pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get this with a real pet around.
And then you have to charge it. Oh, you have to charge it in its egg. So you have to keep its egg packaging around.
Okay.
And you can just pet it, and it kind of wiggles. You're right. It's a strange little wiggly thing.
It's bigger than I thought. I just watched a video.
It's pretty big.
It's bigger than I thought. Like,
I mean, it's guinea pig size. It's a large guinea pig size.
Ew, it's kind of creepy watching it move.
I'm not into that. It's weird, the little wiggles.
I just saw a picture, and I thought the picture was cute. But if you see it move, you're like, ooh, I don't like it.
Yeah.
$400, you can have one of your very own. A little snuggly Moflin.
Yeah, somebody's going to make their own, like, less expensive version and make $1 billion.
Yeah,
That's what's about to happen.
Real pets are going to be like, what is this?
Yeah.
I'm going to eat it. Our dog would rip that thing to pieces.
I would get to see the insides of the Moflin. That's exactly what would happen. I'd be like, oh, well, there was $400. Thank you very much. So some students at the Father John V. Doyle School in Coventry, Rhode Island, got into Halloween a little bit, and also have been able to touch the lives of people at a local rehabilitation center.
What'd they do?
They painted pumpkins and delivered them to the residents.
Aw.
I think it's a simple little thing.
It is.
But kind of cool. Helps decorate the place a little bit. And the kids were aged preschool through 8th grade. And they spent time during their school day turning 225 pumpkins into colorful works of art. They painted these. The students got to interact with the residents, dropping these things off. They got to hear some stories. They got to shake hands, take time out of their day to make somebody else's truly special, which I think is really cool. And they said it's an experience they'll never forget, which I would imagine is absolutely true.
The only thing that could make that story better is if they had painted the pumpkins with the
I agree.
senior citizens.
That would be very, very cool. Yeah. So there was a Facebook post from a nursing home a few towns away from this one. Mm-hmm. They were asking for carved pumpkins, and the school said, well, we want to do something in our town like that. But they chose to paint the pumpkins instead of carving them to make it easier for all ages to be involved.
Yeah.
And to be able to make it a little bit faster and cleaner,
and
I
it's
imagine.
cleaner. Yeah,
Yep.
easier cleanup for sure.
The residents were thrilled because now they have all these vibrant pumpkins all over the place. And so their whole place got 225 pumpkins everywhere, which is a lot of pumpkins.
It's a lot of pumpkins.
And they got, they're all painted from different kids around the town. I think that's super cute.
We got more pumpkins here than we've got people living here.
There's probably more pumpkins than people. I would imagine that's true. But pretty cool. I like the little idea, bringing a little Halloween spirit to the little fall fun to the nursing home and to those residents. I think that's great. So,
yay!
Good news.
Good story
to get you going. I was a little flabbergasted over the weekend because we were out and about. We were in Utah, and I heard our daughter say out loud that cash isn't real money, it's girl math. And I was completely blown away. And then first thing this morning, I see that a bunch of young Americans are early adopters of stuff like Venmo and Zelle to like carry around what they're calling fun money because it's not real money.
What's Zelle?
It's another service like Venmo.
Oh.
But they just go, yeah, that's not real money. It's just fun money.
The Venmo is not real money either?
No.
So cash isn't real money.
Cash isn't real money.
Venmo isn't real money.
Venmo isn't real money. Zelle isn't real money. It's just fun money.
I would argue to say that cash is actually the only real money that exists.
That's what I was saying. Everything else is just made up numbers in a computer.
Yeah, I never see money. I have a card and I act like there's money in my checking account.
Sure.
But I never see it.
But
unless I go to pull out cash and it's handed to me and I go, look at my money. Look at my physical form of money.
Yeah. What's the deal, though, with paper money isn't real money?
I don't know.
Because that doesn't even make sense.
That makes no sense.
That's what she said.
Well, we're raising a weirdo.
Well, explain. I mean, you were in agreement.
Was I?
You were like, yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes I agree to things that I'm not necessarily paying attention to.
Oh, is that right? Because you did that. She went, oh, it's just cash. It's not even real money. And you went, yeah. What? I'm saving this to talk about. Because it made no sense to me.
I don't like carrying around cash because I can't keep track of it very easily.
Really?
Yes. It goes whoosh, real quick.
Now, does that mean you spend it?
Yes.
I see.
Not that I lose it.
Right. That's why I was confused.
No. I just spend it too quickly.
I see.
And then I can't keep track of it. If I'm using my debit card, then I go, okay, I spent this much. Here's my receipt for this.
Uh-huh.
Because I got to keep track of what I still have a balance of. If I have cash, I'm like, oh, cash. Nobody's monitoring this.
Yeah, it's not real money. It's just play money.
Just throw it away.
Apparently. You throw it my way. I'll use it because I'm pretty sure it's real money.
It is real money.
But if you want to just offload your play money, I'll take it from you.
I don't think it's play money. I didn't say that.
It's just not real.
I just can't keep track of it.
I see. All right. Well.
Runs away from me real quick.
Okay. Point it in my direction. I'll hold on to it for you.
You have a lot of stuff. You don't need any other money.
What? I do.
You don't.
I do. I do.
My newest addiction to TikTok.
What is it?
Baby noises.
What? Why?
Because it's so adorable and sweet. It's like
just little coos and things.
Yeah, like people with their newborns, and their newborns are just laying there making baby noises.
Yeah,
and
it's baby ASMR.
Yes,
that's what it is.
Yep.
It's been 15 years since you've had a little baby.
Yep.
So you're missing the little baby noises.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad this is how you've chosen to solve the issue. There are way different ways you could have gone about this. I'm
not
in support
here for
of
that,
this one.
Josh. I'm not here for that.
Me neither.
I'm too old.
I'm right there with you.
I like to sleep in.
Yeah.
On the weekends.
Well, the dog is enough. But
yes, that dog is enough.
That's a different.
I'm not
baby
about
dog
to go
noise.
having a baby. No,
okay.
Thank you. No.
Good answer. Good answer.
I get my baby fix from TikTok.
That's
it's
fine. I'm all good. This is great news. This is fantastic news.
What happened was I was scrolling through and a video pulled up of a baby just making some sweet little noises.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, oh. And then I did that thing that women do where you get all misty-eyed and teary thinking about your own kids.
Yeah, huh?
And how quickly life goes. And now it's in my algorithm.
Now you're just
and
scrolling
now I
and you
get
get baby noises.
And I have to stop and watch every time. And it's so lovely.
I really am happy you went about it this way. For a minute, you were watching like the kids getting the cochlear ear implants.
Yes.
And so they were getting to hear their mom's voice for the
love
first
that
time.
Too.
And the little kids that get glasses and
Yep.
they can see for the first time.
Yes.
Those are great ones. Those are real powerful.
Yes.
Are you getting teary thinking about it?
No, because
Okay.
I have to see it. But
All right.
yes, I love those ones.
Right. Those are fantastic. But now you've gone to babies.
To newborn babies and just their noises. I watched a video the other day where a dad was like, hey, baby, you got to do something so I know you're alive.
Yeah, I saw that video as well. Yeah. He's like, hey, are you good?
Hey, he kept
Yo.
like touching his cheek. Like
hello.
Do something. And the baby finally kind of like squirmed a little.
Okay,
and it was
good. Yeah.
Oh, you scared me. What are you doing, kid?
Just,
Yeah, no,
sleeping
Josh.
soundly.
I'm not here for a baby. Unless I get to send it home with a different person.
There you go.
I'm not going to live
That's how I
with
feel
it.
about cats. I like visiting cats. Bring your cat over. I'll say hi. Take your cat away after I'm done. That's perfect. Now, that's exactly it.
We got home yesterday. We were out of town over the weekend. We got home. We had a late lunch, and the kids were hungry, so we had what we call a yo-yo dinner, which is you're on your own.
Yeah, yo-yo. Figure it out.
There is food in this house. Figure it out. And then I wasn't hungry until maybe about 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it was way later in the evening. We were watching football, and it felt like, right, I could probably eat something.
And you said, I'm going to make. Go ahead. Say.
Oh, you want me to say it? I thought you were telling the story.
No, go
so
ahead.
it's fine. Yeah, so I said, I'll make these pizza rolls.
Pizza
I got
rolls.
Totino's pizza rolls. I got an air fryer. and I'm going to make some pizza rolls.
So you made some pizza rolls.
And they were delicious.
You said, would you like some pizza rolls? I said, oh, no, thank you. Gross. I'm not 16 years old. No, thank you. Pizza rolls. Ugh.
All right.
What I did end up having is a bowl of Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, way to go.
Bet comes walking in and says,
that was the best part.
pizza rolls and cold cereal for dinner? I said, yeah.
What are you guys in college? Yeah. Mind your business.
Yeah, get over yourself.
It's a yo-yo.
It is a yo-yo, and I didn't want to cook, so I poured myself a bowl of cereal.
Yeah, you got to have a yo-yo every now and then. Look, you're on your own. You figure it out.
Figure it out.
Have a string cheese and an apple if that's what you want.
I don't care.
Whatever.
Have a bowl of ice cream. I really don't care.
Yeah, yo-yo. You're on your own.
Yeah,
figure out your food.
You're also 20, almost 20, and 15 years old. You can figure
15
something
and
out.
20. There's food.
But we've been doing this for years.
Yo-yos?
Because our kids have been old enough to figure out what to make for years.
Plus, cooking is great.
Go microwave something.
It's
How about?
not-
I don't care.
Hard. Yeah. Heat up some popcorn.
What do you think? I'm your mom?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. You can do this on your own.
Yeah, get out of here. I'm not making you dinner. Pouring myself a bowl of cereal.
Yeah, I'm making pizza rolls. You can get in on this. If you want what we're having, that's fine. Or yo-yo.
Or figure it out.
You're on your own. Solve the problem.
I felt young again eating that bowl of cereal.
Did you?
Yes.
How do you feel about it this morning? Do you feel old again?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't mind either way. The pizza rolls are pretty tasty.
Ew.
I don't know why they have to burn the whole mouth, though. They're so hot. So hot.
So there we were in Salt Lake City. Well, West Jordan. We went to stay at some of our friends' house.
Yeah.
And sleeping away, slumbering away. And I hear a knock, 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 knock.
Like that.
Yeah.
But it was,
what?
You thought it was the door?
I thought it was the door. I thought somebody was knocking on the door.
Because it was clearly glass.
Was it?
Yeah. And
when I'm sound asleep, it did not sound like glass.
Yeah. And it was hard. Like it wasn't like a soft material hitting a window. It was hard. Turns out
I wake up and I'm in a panic going, what do I need? And then I wait, like, did I dream that or did that really happen? And I wait to hear another knock. Nothing comes. And I'm looking under the door to see if I can see feet or a shadow or anything. Nothing. And I go, all right, well, I'm going to go back to sleep then.
Nah.
Nothing came. Another knock didn't
people.
come. No.
It's not a person. It's not a human being.
Ghost.
It's not a ghost.
It was.
Your friend has chickens. And we were in the basement, and the window has a window well that is in the same area as the chickens live, and the chickens were letting us know they were ready for food at dawn, and they were knocking on the window.
It wasn't dawn. It was probably 7 or 8.
That's dawn. What time's sunrise? Sunrise today, 7:42 a.m. That's dawn.
When we finally noticed it was the chickens, we opened the window and they're just looking at us like,
hey, what are you bringing? It's time to eat. You got acorns in there? What's the story? I'm ready for food.
You gonna come out here and give us something to eat?
I'll knock again.
Creepy.
It was the sound of a beak hitting glass is a weird noise.
It sounds like somebody knocking on the door when you're asleep.
Apparently.
It put me in a panic.
I wasn't panicked. Why were you panicked?
Because I went,
No, I know. I know what panic is. Why were you in it?
Because when somebody's knocking and you're asleep, that always causes panic. What did I miss? What did I do? What's happening? What kind of emergency is going on?
You got to settle down.
Yeah,
you got to settle down.
That's what everybody's been telling me my whole life.
Settle down.
So we stay at our lovely friend's house over the weekend, Tito and Doug, and they have the most beautiful backyard I've ever seen in my whole life.
There's a lot happening. He spends a lot of time in the backyard. He's got turf instead of grass, which Emery is very excited about, and said, should we get this? Should we get this fake grass? Because then you wouldn't have to mow it.
I know.
It's probably, you just sweep it off. I don't
Easy to
know. You
maintain.
vacuum it. I don't know how you
I
whatever.
don't know how you keep it clean.
But you have a nice patch of grass all the time. They've got furniture. They've got little kids, so they've got playhouse stuff out there. But a pond, a koi pond, and chickens. I mean, it's a zoo. It's what they grow their own grapes. What is happening in this place?
So they make us breakfast yesterday morning with eggs from their chicken.
Yeah, I know.
Homemade grape jam from their grapes that they grew.
Yeah.
He had
fresh baked bread.
Yes.
I'm like, what is happening right now?
He made a delicious smoothie with fresh fruit.
Yep.
I was like, oh, now you're making me feel
It was real spoiled. Real spoiled yesterday
I
morning.
feel like I am the worst person because I'm like, I buy my eggs from the store.
Well, that's where I get mine, too, because we have the same eggs.
We do have the
We
same
don't
eggs.
have chickens. We almost made that mistake. And I asked you when we were looking at the chickens on Saturday, I said, do you wish we would have got chickens? And you immediately said no.
No.
Because look at them.
Look at them.
Look at it. You got like 6 chickens walking around. You got to feed them every day. You got to think about the chickens. You got chickens pecking on your glass windows when you're trying to sleep. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. I can barely take care of the 2 things that I am in charge of.
What are those?
My children.
Oh.
Barely keep them alive. I'm not going to keep chickens alive. Are you nuts?
We were real close to getting chickens. It almost happened.
I'm glad it didn't.
Insanely good breakfast, though. Warm, fresh baked bread. Like, how does that even happen?
Yeah, he says, oh, I just woke up early and felt like baking some bread.
So I made this like there's no yeast, a whole wheat. Like, come on, dude.
I know.
Delicious.
It was so
I had
good.
peach jam on mine, which they got from their peaches they grow.
Yep.
It's craziness. What?
And they have
how are we
compost
living?
piles, and I never even know what to do with my garbage when I'm there.
That was bad too. Like,
no,
I have a soda can. I know you recycled this. I don't know where to put it. Like, here you go, and you're like, I'll take care of it.
Well,
I have a napkin. Where do I put that?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I don't know either. They don't have a garbage can because they either recycle or they compost.
Yeah, they just have to never take it out because there's very little garbage. It's mostly just
amazing.
Recycled and stuff.
Solar panels,
unbelievable,
electric cars.
I know.
They really are doing it.
They're living in 10, 15 years ahead of us. We're just over here going like, oh, I got to mow again.
No, I'm over here going like, hey, I have a plastic cup.
Yeah.
Real sorry about that.
I don't know what to do with my regular plastic. Did you see? Because I had a water, just like a plastic water cup from a restaurant, a fountain cup.
Yeah.
And when I was like, I don't know what to do with this, he goes, oh, I'll put it in recycling. And he looked at the bottom to see the label of what kind of plastic it was to know which one, if it was recyclable plastic or not.
Oh.
And I don't even know what those numbers mean.
I don't either.
But good for you guys. Good for you. You're a big fan of scary things.
Yes.
I am not a big fan of scary things.
You are not.
Specifically when it comes to haunted houses. You love them.
Love them.
You like to go through. You like to put yourself in the getting scared situation.
Yes.
I tend to just not. I avoid it. I don't know. It's just not comfortable for me. And I've found that like I'm a fighter when it comes to fight or flight.
Yeah.
And I pounce. If I get startled, I grab. I don't particularly like it.
Do you do like a throat punch?
No, I tend to like
karate chop.
Like I physically stop the attack. I go no, and I stop it. And so that's uncomfortable for me because then I'm in a situation where now I'm holding someone in a mask hostage against their will.
And then you
because
get kicked
they jumped at me.
Because you're not supposed to touch
potentially.
them.
It's not happened because I just avoid the situation. Now, I've worked inside a haunted house. I enjoyed that. I liked being on the the behind the scenes part. Walking through, not my favorite thing.
I am, when it comes to fight or flight, I am a run in place.
Yeah, you don't fight or flight. You freeze.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily freeze, because I'm still in motion.
Yeah, but you've been caught.
I'm just stationary.
You've been caught.
Just
so part of the whole reason we went to Utah this weekend was so that you could go check out what's called Fear Factory.
Fear Factory, yep.
And
it's like on the top 10 for best haunted attractions
in the U.S.
in the whole nation.
Yeah.
It's huge. for one.
Yeah.
So it takes a long time. I mean, we probably spent 45 minutes inside
Walking around the haunt.
around. They did great. Like their props were amazing. Their actors were amazing. It was fantastic in that regard. What I will say,
I felt like there was a but.
there is a but, because a lot of people like those ones, and I prefer to like the smaller ones myself.
Uh-huh.
'Cause
So
this
some
is-
of the ones that are around East Idaho, you would say are still your favorite
Yes.
compared to
Yes.
what you've seen in other cities.
Because a
larger
lot of
cities.
these bigger ones, it's just a lot of noise. Like there's music happening, there's a lot of strobe lights, there's a lot of just noise. There's a ton of people,
Yeah.
like visitors going through the haunted attraction. So you just feel overstimulated. And then I go, well, I'm not scared because there's just a lot happening.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing in terms of technicality and logistics, but I wasn't frightened.
You weren't startled. Did you
No.
have jump scares at all?
I was in the back. I was in the caboose.
And how many people were in your group?
6. So they got all of the jump scares because they tend to get the big ones first.
At the front of your group.
The front of the line gets the jump scares. So I didn't get any of those because by the time the caboose goes through, then they're already getting back in place for the next group that's going to come through. So
I see.
So the people in front of me, my group, they were getting all the scares.
They were having a different experience
I just prefer,
than you.
like some of these smaller ones here in East Idaho, they have like long stretches where it's just quiet, and that's creepy.
Because then you're in your head.
Mm-hmm. And
Now-
you never know when the next scare is going to come.
You went to one that was in South Idaho that had sort of a haunted attraction, but then they had another sort of paranormal experience where there weren't
Yeah.
scares and stuff, and you just got to walk through like abandoned, empty buildings.
Yes.
And you preferred that to the where they had the actual actors jumping out and scaring you.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
that was creepier.
Correct.
Interesting.
It was fun. It was a great time. The tickets were expensive, and rightly so, because they spent a lot of money putting that thing together.
And you felt like you got your money's worth?
Yeah. It was
Okay.
fun. Emery had a great time. Emery held my hand. What I was mostly afraid of was tripping and falling.
Nothing worse than that.
That was my big fright.
All right.
I did not trip and fall.
Now, this place also has the option for you to, you have to sign a waiver to go through, first of all.
Oh,
but
yes.
then you also have the option to say, I'm going to put on this glow necklace, and if they see that glow necklace, then they can be
Touch me.
crazier. Like they can actually physically touch you.
Yes.
That's wild.
I don't want that.
So
Don't
you
touch
said
me.
no.
No,
You
I
said
don't
no
like
to
to
the
be
light.
touched. I rarely like to be touched by people that I know.
Right?
I'm not going to have strangers touch me. No.
Maybe that would have made the experience being the caboose that much cooler, though.
No, because there was one guy who kept following me.
Yeah?
He followed me for a short time just behind me, and I was like, I'm not scared. Just let you go away.
But what if he could have, like, grabbed your
Ew.
shoulders?
No. Ugh.
You want to be scared in the back of the line or not? Put on the glow necklace.
I kind of wondered what kind of touching they would do. Would they grab your
Like,
ankles?
touch your face, like your
Ew.
hair,
Ugh. Gross.
your ankles?
Yeah, like they grab your ankles.
Ugh.
Then I really would have tripped.
That's wild.
Ew. I don't
You
want
got to go back through. Now that you've been through, you kind of know the lay of the land.
Yeah.
Go back through with the thing on by
And be
yourself
touched.
with the light.
By myself?
Yes. Have a real scary
Why
experience.
do I have to go by myself?
Heighten that scary experience.
I could do it by myself. It wasn't that scary.
All right. See?
There was one member of our party who was very scared.
Yeah.
He got very scared a lot of times. And he's a good...
He screams.
He screams.
That's great. So they like that.
So they loved it. And then one guy that got scared, or one guy that scared him, one of the actors that scared him, just kept following him. And at one point he goes, I see you. I know you're there. That made me laugh.
Yeah. Have a conversation with a scary actor. That's always a good move. Like, oh, yeah. Good to see you again. Oh, boy. Well, fun for you.
It was fun.
Hey,
Hey, while we're in Utah.
What's up over there? What are you doing?
I don't know. You acted like you were going to talk. And
I don't
then
know what
I
you're
didn't
talking
talk.
about.
And then I was waiting for you to talk, and then you didn't talk.
All right,
so
well,
I guess
listen.
I'm talking.
One of the there were several reasons to go to Utah, and then there were some that were add-ons. IKEA was an add-on.
Yeah.
And ended up being, a while. It took a while.
It always takes a while. They suck you in that place.
Yeah.
And you don't know because there's no windows, so you don't even know if it's day or night or how long you've been in there, and you get lost.
Yeah.
Because there's only one way in and one way out. And you have to go through the maze of IKEA to get out.
Yeah, that's all true.
We were in there for 2 hours.
I don't know. Is that for real?
That's for real.
Are you sure?
Positive. We got in there at 11:30. We got out of there at 1:30.
So we were in there for 2 hours.
2
I bet that's
hours.
What's the longest trip and the shortest trip?
I don't know. Look it up.
Look it up.
That place. Well, and then we're getting there. We see the check signs. We're like, oh, we can get out of this place. Let's get out. Let's buy our goods and get out of here.
Okay. Did you know?
Hold up. Let me finish.
All right.
And then we're in line to check out. And you go, oh, they've got some clearance over here. Let's go check out the clearance.
Yeah.
And both Emery and I were like, no, we can't. We're done at IKEA. Let's get out of here.
Okay. They have hidden doors.
They do.
Yeah. So we found some of them because we ended up missing parts when we got into Marketplace, so we needed to go back into other departments.
Yeah.
Because after you go through the showroom, you then go into Marketplace, and that's where you actually buy the things. So you go through the showroom and you go, look how cool all these spaces are, which, by the way, what a cool job. To make those spaces.
Yeah.
How cool.
That is a cool job.
Like, that would be a cool job. And then, so you go through the showroom, then you end up in the Marketplace, and then you go through and you fill your cart, and then you go check out, which the lines were long. They had 2 lines rolling. It wasn't enough. Anyway,
No.
So here's something you may not know.
What?
There are hidden doors so that you can get around between sections if you don't follow the arrows. You can jump sections by going through those little side doors that'll take you through quicker.
Side doors?
Yeah. There's also unmarked doors on the outside that will lead you straight into Marketplace. You don't have to go through showroom.
What?
You can go directly to Marketplace to shop.
What?
Yeah.
How did we not know about this?
I'm just learning.
Well, I feel if we had an IKEA in our town and we went there pretty regularly,
We would probably know that.
you would probably just skip to the showroom because you're like, I don't need to see. I just want to shop. But because we go there so infrequently, you have to go through the showroom because you're like, what new things can I see? Right?
Yeah, no, I get it. And
So we
haven't been there, regularly, so that makes sense. Yeah. But apparently you can also, here's a pro tip.
What?
IKEA pro tip.
What?
Decide everything you want to buy online. Look up where it's located in the warehouse part.
Smart.
In the Marketplace. And then don't go to the showroom. Go right to the Marketplace. Grab the stuff you want. Check out.
Smart.
Done. That's how you can make your trip to
Genius.
IKEA not take 2 hours.
We didn't know all those tricks.
We do now.
We went in for a coffee table. We did not leave with a coffee table.
No, we did not. But we got some shelves and some lighting and stuff. So it's still a win.
Another reason we went to Utah was because my friend was directing a scary play.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you said we're going to go check out a scary play, and obviously we had no idea what we were going to watch. We had not seen this play. This play is only like the second time it's ever been performed in its entire existence. And so it was new to everybody. When you said scary play, I didn't know what to expect.
I didn't either.
I was like, am I going to be like overly frightened? Because I'm not really into the scary situations. So I was a little nervous of going in, like, I don't know what to expect. But I'm going to tell you right now,
Joshy.
I wasn't super scared.
Okay, good.
At all, really. I really enjoyed the play.
I did too.
It was phenomenal.
It was really good.
Actors were great. Obviously, the story is just so cool. And the direction that it went in between the two co-directors was great, including your friend, who had a great vision for putting this thing together.
Yeah, he did.
And actually had the playwright there on opening night. Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Like, unreal. Like, how do you manage that? Like, the person who wrote this lives in, like, New York, I assume.
I don't know. I didn't ask that.
And traveled to see the opening night of the play you're directing that they wrote. And it's only the second time it's ever been performed in its existence.
No
That's
pressure.
Pretty wild. Yeah, exactly. Really good, though.
It was really good. I'd never seen a scary play before.
Yeah.
Well done. There was a lot of creepy elements in it. There was
creepy. Yes.
Creepy laughing, creepy breathing.
Yeah. Scary characters.
A couple of times I got chills going, ooh, this is spooky.
And then there were moments where there's a big impactful thing that happens on the stage. And somehow they've built in subwoofers into the stage or whatever. So you get to feel the jump scare, which was fantastic. I really did like that. That was cool. And I spend so much time in a theater looking around at the lighting rigging and looking at the, all the cool stuff and like, man, this place is really cool. Like there was a lot in this little community theater and I was blown away.
Yeah, it was great.
So good. So good. Anyway. Good job. Kudos
the play is called
Whitelisted.
So if you ever get a chance to see it,
do
it.
Go to Salt Lake and see it.
Spooky.
It's a scary time for sure.
I put up some Halloween decorations finally.
Okay, I had to work and you did not, and so after the stuff on Friday where we were out and about doing Break for the Cure, you went home. And you, I got to say, had a proud little moment when you got the decoration bins down from the storage nook thing in the garage all by yourself. And that's tall. A big deal.
I have to get on a tall ladder.
You had to crawl up a ladder.
I have to get the bins down that are heavy.
Correct. And it's not an easy obstacle-free chore anyway, because there's other stuff in the garage that you kind of have to move around.
The fact that I even had space to put up a ladder was tricky enough.
Absolutely. You had to move my bike, I'm sure. You had to move a bunch of stuff just to be able to put a ladder up to then climb up there.
I climbed up there once and I said, no, I can't do that. Like, I'm going to break something myself or something in the garage or something
Drop
in my
a bin. Or,
something's going to break. So I'll wait until Josh can come home and help. And I was just so antsy to get it done that I was like, no, I can do it. So I stood on the ladder again and I went, I got to move some more stuff before I can do this. I probably stood on that ladder 3 times before I finally was like, no, just get it down, get it done.
That's awesome. I'm super proud that you did it. It's a big deal.
Those bins are heavy.
They are. They're big and awkward.
I got no upper body strength.
And normally I crawl up the ladder and I hand the bins down to you on solid ground and then that's the process. Yeah. But you did the whole thing. And I came home and you were decorating like a crazy person. You got a lot of pumpkins on the piano.
I do have a lot of pumpkins on the
piano.
piano.
If you haven't seen that video on Reels or, Shorts or TikTok or wherever, we posted it everywhere. If you haven't seen the amount of pumpkins on the piano, you got to go look at the pumpkins. You think you need more?
I need more.
I'm protecting the gap. There's a gap with no pumpkins. That's my zone.
Well,
it's my pumpkin-free zone.
There's a point that there's a gap there because I have a sign there. You have to be able to read the sign.
I know.
You see. So that's fine.
I'm minding the gap.
But I like to hang witches' hats from the ceiling. But then earlier this month, I found some
floating candles, like Harry Potter floating candles.
That you can light up with a wand.
Mm-hmm.
So I hung those. And it's pretty spectacular.
They are very cool. With the witches' hats, it's a lot of fun.
It is fun.
So we got these cool floating candles. We got the witch hats. We got more pumpkins on the piano than should be legal.
No.
We've got the wreath. Did you get out the spider wreath?
No.
You still have wreaths to get out.
Where are my wreaths?
They're in the wreath bag.
I forgot about those.
You got to get out the wreath bag.
I think there's another bin.
There's a fall bin. There were like 3 bins, like 2 Halloween and 1 fall.
I have the fall bin. I know there's another thing up there that I can't reach. So I don't know what's in that, but I need that to come down too because I don't know what's in that.
Probably fall stuff.
Yeah.
More fall garland and stuff?
Probably.
Yeah?
I need it.
Okay.
I need to know what's in there.
Fall stuff. It's just fall stuff. Hey, but good job on the ladder. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
That was a big day.
Big day. Big day for me.
Good job.
I took the day off on Friday.
Yeah.
Because I needed to get some stuff done.
Yeah.
And I didn't have time to do it if I was working. So we did Break for the Cure that morning.
Right.
And then I was done for the day. So I went home. You wouldn't even believe the amount of stuff that I got done. I did so much stuff.
No, I know. I saw. Between the decorating, and I'm sure you did plenty of cleaning. You knocked out laundry.
And dishes,
yeah.
And
right.
I worked on the yard a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was lovely.
So today's repeat of Friday for you because
Yes.
Your other job is closed today.
For the holiday.
So once you get done with the show, what's up?
Oh, I've got a list of things I have to do.
Yeah?
Want to do and have to do.
Okay.
That was the lovely part because I had so much time in the day. I did stuff that I wanted to do and stuff that needed to get done. It was a
Wow.
good mix. And now I just want to talk about how I can continue to have that life.
Oh. Well, it'll be expensive. I'll tell you that. It doesn't come without its cost.
I know, but
I mean, you
listen,
can have that life. It's just going to be
we'll have to
real
cut back
detrimental.
on some stuff for sure.
It's going to
We're
be.
going to have to sell some of your stuff.
Oh, I see how it works.
That is exactly how it works.
In order for you to have the life you would like to have, I have to do all the sacrificing.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Seems fair.
Sure. Seems fair. Or
what?
something else. Let's brainstorm a different idea.
What is the different idea? What's your idea? What you got?
I'm fresh out.
You don't have any brainstorming ideas?
We happen to be a 2-income home
Yeah.
out of necessity. So not out of luxury, not out of, wouldn't it be fun if I just went to work? Like, no, it's pretty important.
But what I'm saying
No,
is,
I hear you loud and clear.
my car's paid for, you see.
Okay.
So,
But the house is not?
no, the house is not. But you also
And-
have 2 things with wheels that we're currently paying for.
Sure.
So maybe if you scaled back a little on that, I'd be able to just not have to go to work.
I see.
We're brainstorming.
Or
Or
keep on going to work.
dang it.
Which is much better for everybody.
For everyone.
Yeah.
It's not better for anyone.
It's maybe not better for you in the like, I just do one little thing and then I call it a day. It's not really beneficial to that, is it?
No. I think the dog liked having me there too.
Oh, I'm sure.
She was like, somebody to play with me all day.
Yeah. Sure.
All right. I'll keep asking.
Well, I'll keep telling you the same thing.
One of these days you might change your mind.
Sure.
If I pester enough.
Maybe bug somebody else about it.
Who am I going to bug?
I don't know. Look in the mirror and just bug yourself. Oh, you know what'd be great?
It'd be so great if I could just do this every day.
Yeah.
Just stay home
Just sit
every
here and look at
day.
myself in the mirror and complain. It's healthy. It's a good idea.
I had the pleasure of ordering breakfast with you the other day. And when I say pleasure, I mean it was not pleasurable.
Okay, hold
At all.
on.
You hold on.
What? No, you hold on. Listen, we were headed out of town, correct?
No.
This was I don't remember what happened.
I'll
You
tell
said
you.
that you said I ordered breakfast. I don't remember
We
when
had the
I ordered breakfast.
opportunity to go grab some breakfast
Yes, okay, on Friday.
on Friday.
Got
and
it.
We went to go get breakfast.
Yes, I remember
and we
that.
went to the self-ordering kiosk.
That is correct.
And here's the thing about this place where we had breakfast. There's maybe 10 items that you can order on that list. 10 items.
Go on.
You spent at least 15 minutes trying to figure out
I
what you were
didn't
going to
spend
eat.
15 minutes.
Yes, you did.
I probably spent 90 seconds.
No.
Which was too long for you because, why? Because it was later in the morning and you were hungry. And so time being the construct that it is was stretched for you to where it felt like my 90 seconds deciding on what to eat and trying to figure out how their interface works because I don't go there often enough to order in person inside.
Bro.
To say, yeah, here's what I want and where's the combo of it. But then I didn't want the combo because I didn't want the drink. It was a whole thing I had to figure out.
Thing.
And then you were getting impatient enough. You started tapping the screen like you were being helpful, which then messed up the whole thing.
No, it didn't.
But it's my fault for taking 90 seconds.
It did not take 90 seconds. It did not. It took at least 5 minutes.
So no, it did not.
Yes, it did.
No way.
And
I'm going to go ask them for security footage. It was 90 seconds.
It was not. Once I started pushing the buttons, we could have gotten out of there and quicker, done faster because I knew what I was doing. When you finally picked your thing that you were going to eat, I go, great. Is it my turn to order my thing now? 1 button, 2 button, 3 button, done.
So
let's go.
Listen.
Let's pay. Let's get out of here.
Next time.
Ridiculous.
I'll order at my own kiosk.
Okay.
And you can take your little speedy thing, and I'll take the time I need. My whole 90 seconds trying to figure out how to break apart a combo because I didn't want the drink.
Oh my.
That's it. That's all I had to figure out. But I had somebody in my ear going,
No.
You were so hungry that your perception is so warped.
Dude. I was quietly patient for a very long time.
I'm going to get that tape, and we'll see how quietly patient you were.
Okay, we will.
Because it wasn't super quiet.
Bro, your perception is way wrong. You're so wrong.
So let's go get breakfast when we're done here, huh?
No.
Yeah, I'll order. You can just watch. Quietly.
How hungry am I?
On the side. I'm pretty hungry, I bet. Are you hungry?
Maybe.
Yeah, you're pretty hungry. Mm-hmm. You ready to do the would you rather this or that question of the day?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's ask it.
Would you rather be a mad scientist or a magical wizard?
Oh, boy.
I'm going to guess. I'm going to say a magical wizard.
You're going to say that, or you're going to guess that's what I'll say?
No. That's what I'm going to pick.
Talk to me about why you chose that.
Because mad scientists are often mad, for one. And for two.
Are they mad or angry? Because, mad meaning they're out of this world. The things they want to create
nutso.
Are crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, but
nutso. But
are they?
Yes.
Because are they?
Yes.
What makes them so mad?
Well, they often, as history with mad scientists has told us, they often interfere with people's lives. Don't they?
The mad scientists?
Yeah.
Here's what it says. They typically stay isolated. They work apart from the rest of society, and they indulge in antisocial behavior. That is what makes them mad. It's inconsistent with the principles of reason, usually inventing or working in a field of study that goes against known scientific theories and is impossible rationally. Like creating a monster, for example. Okay, so it's not that they're crazy, it's that they want to kind of work against the grain within the scientific world. And so they're called mad by people that just don't understand. Isn't that right?
Blah, blah, blah. What are you going to pick?
Wow. So you've chosen a wizard.
Yeah.
I think I'm going with the mad scientist because there's discovery that needs to be made. Well, one, it's in opposition to you, for sure. But two, it's also, it sounds good. It's cool. I mean, look, there's antisocial behavior. There's unorthodox methods. There's also hubris, which is interesting. And then there's revenge. These are the motives behind this type of science. Interesting.
Why is that interesting?
Because the wizards just gallivanting around with their spells, aren't they?
Yeah, doing stuff.
Yeah.
Do the dishes. Phew.
That's not what you're going to do with your magic spells.
What am I going to do with it?
Horrible, terrifying
No, it
things,
wouldn't.
probably.
No. I would do only nice things.
Mm-hmm. Well, good thing it's not a reality. We'll never know. We did not make the bed this morning.
And no, we didn't. It's my understanding that the last person who gets out of bed is the one who should make the bed.
Here's the thing, though. It actually, as much as it kind of sets the tone for the day and says, hey, I did something, and you were doing a point system for a little while, and making the bed got you a point. Like, there's reasons to make the bed.
Yes.
But apparently, you should not make your bed as soon as you wake up in the morning.
Why?
You should wait at least 30 minutes to an hour to let any of the moisture from your body dry up before you make your bed. For real.
I've heard that before, actually, that you should let your bed air out.
But do you know why?
Speak. I don't know.
Because dust mites,
Germs.
It creates a cozy little environment for dust mites to survive and reproduce.
Gross.
So you should let your bed breathe for 30 minutes to an hour before you make it, to let that moisture dry up and to help reduce the number of dust mites. And if you want to be really super gross and horrified, just in time for Halloween, oh boy, according to this doctor who says you should wait 30 to 60 minutes to make your bed, our beds contain millions of dust mites that feast on our flesh overnight. Oh, boy.
Gross.
Let that bed air out for a month. Ugh. Put it out in the sun. You ever see a mattress on the side of the road?
Yes.
What a good look.
Ugh.
Why is it out there?
I don't know.
Put it inside.
I just did a Google search for dust mites.
They're scary looking.
They are terrifying.
Yeah.
Ew.
They're wild. I mean, they're little tiny. Like, they're microscopic, but yeah, don't hurry up and make your bed. Let's just let the bed lay there for a little while. Matter of fact, we should pull the blankets back further and let the bed really air out. Ugh, gross.
Well, we left at 5:30 this morning.
Yeah, it's been
a couple of hours.
It's been hours.
Those dust mites, be gone.
Yeah, and on that horrifyingly disgusting note,
You're awful.
That's going to do it for the show. Have a great rest of your Monday. We'll be back in the studio tomorrow morning. You can hear the show on the podcast, Wake Up Classy 97, wherever you listen to podcasts. That includes Apple, Spotify, YouTube Music, Amazon, wherever you listen.
Woody woo.
Yeah, subscribe and check out today's show and all of the shows like clear back to May. If you missed anything, you got plenty of show to listen to.
You do.
And we're now on YouTube as well. So follow us there at Classy97 KLCE on YouTube. You can search Wake Up Classy 97 as well, and you can find shorts and long-form videos. We played a Halloween spooky movie game.
We did?
Yeah, a couple of days ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to see that, you can watch that on YouTube as well. And have a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.